Hi, welcome to the forgiveness meditation. I want you to come back to this and revisit it and do it as many times as you need. Do it every day if you want to. I'm going to start by just taking some deep breaths. It's going to be sort of a two-part breath. Breathe into your stomach first and then sort of let it travel into your chest. In through the nose and out through the mouth. One more time. Roll your shoulders back. Do a little stretch. When you're ready, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to imagine yourself in a rich green forest filled with pine trees. Feel the soil beneath your feet and it's sort of damp, almost as if it rained the day before. There's really no humidity in the air though. The air just feels clean, crisp, easy to breathe in. You look up at the sky, sort of overcast. Clouds are a navy gray two-tone. Beautiful, beautiful combination. Temperature is perfect. A little bit cool, but just enough to be refreshing. You're not cold, you're not hot, completely content. There's golden sparkling rays of sun piercing through the navy clouds, kissing your skin, your cheeks. Soak up the warmth. Stretch up your arms, almost as if you're trying to reach up and touch the clouds or grasp one of these golden rays. Feel every muscle in your body lengthen and smooth out. You feel strong, uninhibited, free, comforted, protected. You hear the birds chirping in the background. There's a slight breeze rustling through the trees. I feel like you smell almost maybe a faint smell of smoke from a campfire maybe, along with the scent of pine, sweet Christmas pine. Brings you all the good feelings, nostalgia, comfort. You want to stay here forever. You just feel really good. All of a sudden you hear almost what sounds like a beach, sort of in the faraway distance. You decide you want to follow it. You start to walk. Feel the ground beneath your toes, just grounding you further and further into who you really are. You hear the twigs snapping beneath your toes. You're barefoot. The sound of the twigs snapping almost mimic a crackling campfire, sort of like the one you have in your mind. I think you might smell off in the distance a little bit. You feel like you were born to explore this forest right now, right here. Keep walking until you come to almost a little clearing. There's some bent tree branches that you need to push out of the way. And as you do, opens up to a beautiful, sparkling lake beach. There's little baby waves lapping onto the shore, creating a white foam before they get carried back out. The water's a deep blue, but more translucent as it gets to the edge of the water. You feel a deep pull to walk towards this water. There's little pebbles speckled across the beach. You pick one up and feel it in your hand. It's smooth. You run your fingers across it many times and then throw it into the lake. It makes a little plop sound. And you feel a childlike glee. You really want to go swimming in this lake. You feel this just divine pull, this magnetic pull to dive in, to walk out and dive in. There's something holding you back though. You feel this pressure and almost tugging around your waist. You look down, you see that there's a black cord around your waist. And it's leading to the edge of this lake where you just came from, where the trees are. You look in that direction and you're surprised to see a group of people there. Well, people, places, circumstances, anything and anyone that's ever hurt you or caused you suffering, pain, or confusion is right in front of you. Well, behind you on this beach. And you're turning around to face them right now. For a moment, you feel uncomfortable, almost a little bit afraid, sad, angry. It's like you're feeling every feeling that these people, places, and circumstances brought to you all at once in a moment. It's uncomfortable, but you sit with it. Because for the first time, it feels a little bit further away. Like maybe it can't hurt you as much. Maybe it's safer to look at this time, to face. You sit with these feelings. You accept them, you allow them, the anger, the pain, the frustration, the resentment, all of it. It's right there, but you're looking at it. It's almost like you're holding these feelings in your hands instead of in your body. Take a deep breath, and you hear a whispering in your ears, and you feel called to look at them and say this. I forgive you. Thank you. I'm sorry. I love you. You want to say it again. I forgive you. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. And you know, by telling them that you forgive them, you're not only freeing them, but you're freeing yourself. When you say you're sorry, you're not taking the blame. You're just apologizing almost to yourself for holding on to this pain for so long. You're sending love to the experience itself, to heal it, to the memory. You're saying I love you to the memory. And you're thanking this lesson for presenting itself and shaping you and helping to grow and strengthen you. Feels good to say these words. And all of a sudden you look up and you're suddenly being handed out of nowhere this giant pair of silver scissors. You know you're supposed to cut this cord that's connecting you to all of these people, places, and circumstances. So you grasp the scissors and with great enthusiasm, you cut through this cord. And as soon as you cut through it, a golden white sparkly light comes down and disintegrates the rest of it from both sides. You feel free. Oh, you feel so much better. Turn around, you look to the water. You feel like you can go in now. You start to walk towards it. You put your feet in, you splash your toes in the water a little bit on the sand. Gosh, there's something still holding you back. What is it? Because you release these people. They're gone, they've walked away. So what could it be? You turn around. You see a child on the beach. She's sitting with her knees up, holding her knees in front of her, and her head on her arms with her head down, sort of crouched on the beach. She looks about maybe 5 or 7. She's sad and she's scared. You want to help her. You walk over and you say, "Hi, what's wrong?" She lifts her head up. She looks at you and there's tears in her eyes. You say, "What's wrong?" again. She takes a moment before she answers you. And she says, "I'm sad and I'm scared." And you look at her and you say, "Why?" She looks back. Suddenly, all of the people that you had released, all the circumstances, places, they're there again. She gestures at them and she says, "This, all of this, I think it's my fault." You feel pulled to get down on her level, so you crouch down and you look at her. You ask her if she wants a hug, and she says yes. You wrap your arms around her. She wraps her arms around your shoulders. You ask her what her name is. She says, "I'm you." She cries into your shoulder, soaking your shoulder with salty tears, falling deeper into you. You hold her tighter than you would your own child. You say, "I want you to look at me, and I want you to hear me. None of this is your fault. You are doing the best that you can, and no one is mad at you. And you are so very loved, so very protected, and I am so proud of you." You wipe the tear that's rolling down her cheek with your thumb. You say, "Hey, I love you." She looks up at you. She says, "Are you sure?" You feel more confident than you ever have in your whole life, and more maternal, more protective than you ever have. And you say, "I have never been more sure of anything in my life. You, my dear, are wonderful. And I want you to remember one thing from now on. No matter what, no matter where you go, I want you to know you listen to you first. Before mom and dad, before anyone else, your teachers, anyone in your life, you listen to you. Or me." She starts to smile and nods. And then you say, "I want you to do something. And it's going to feel really scary at first, but then it's going to feel really good. You're going to feel a lot better. All those yucky, messy feelings you're feeling right now, they're going to leave." She says, "What?" You realize you have a little tiny baby pair of scissors right next to you. You pick them up and you hand them to her. And you show her there's a cord between you two also. It's that black, thick, kind of yucky cord from before. It's connecting both of you. And you say, "I want you to cut this cord, and I want you to know that when you cut it, I'm not going anywhere. We are going to be connected in a much better way after this. And the cord that connects us is going to be beautiful and sparkly and white, almost like a beam of light." She says, "Are you sure?" And you say, "You can trust me, because I'm you." She takes the scissors and she cuts the cord. You both are surrounded by a sparkling white light that travels up and down both of your bodies. You pick her up and give her the biggest hug in the world. And you say, "Remember what I told you. I love you. I'm proud of you. Everything's going to be perfect." I promise. She says, okay, I believe you. And then she's gone. You smile. You look down. You're free of any cords. Take another deep breath. You look back towards the water. Oh, it's so inviting. Starting to feel almost a little bit hot. Just enough for it to be the most refreshing thing in the world. You start to run towards the water. You run all the way in until it's up to your neck. It's the coolest, most refreshing feeling you've ever felt in your life. You dive under. You feel every bit of the water racing past your cheeks as you swim farther, farther out. You spot a white buoy a little ways out. You're the best swimmer in the world all of a sudden. You swim and you swim and you swim. You get to this buoy, you grab hold of it, you come up. Sun is starting to go down. Beautiful orangey yellow glow illuminating the top of the water. You look back at the shore and you know you're free. And when you're ready, you swim back to the shore. You take the biggest deep breath you've ever taken. And you fill yourself with this forgiveness. And you know that the best is yet to come. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Hopefully that felt good. Please feel free to revisit and come back to this anytime that you want. Anytime you're feeling like you need to release or cut some more cords. Hope you enjoyed it.